welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney, and on today's video I wanted to speak on holding yourself back from new opportunities in life. And I'll go ahead and get started because I feel like this is something that is spoke on about a lot, but it's still something that happens, and a lot of us, including myself, still do. I feel like we all have held ourselves back. I know I did. As you can see, my camera confidence is not there yet, and I may not like my setup for filming at the moment, but I'm not gonna let myself hold myself back from pursuing YouTube when it's something I definitely want to do. I'm here today wanting to speak on it because you guys should do the same as well. Because when you really think about it, at the end of the day, we answer to ourselves. So we should put in an extra effort to make ourselves a priority first for anything. For example, if you feel like you need to take a self-care or mental health day, take it. I feel like we let our lives and the world dictate how we're supposed to be in life, and have everything laid out for us. Like, you're supposed to go to school, you're supposed to get good grades, you're supposed to get a job, you're supposed to retire, you're supposed to die. If that's not what you want to do, sis, don't do it. We've come to the point where we stop listening to our inner selves and listening to everything around us, society telling us, how we should dress or what we should be doing at a certain age or what we should have done by a certain age. Don't listen to that. And with that, sometimes you just have to turn the world off, turn off everything around you, and really just sit with yourself and figure out what it is that you actually like and actually want to do in your life. Besides, like, if money wasn't a factor, what would you be doing? If you didn't have to worry about paying bills or, having food in the refrigerator, if you didn't have to worry about any of that, what would you do? If you didn't have to wake up at a certain time to go to a job that you don't really like, but it's paying your rent, paying your bills, putting food on your table, if you didn't have to wake up to that alarm every morning, what would you do? For me, I obviously would do YouTube a lot more than I am now. I also have a t-shirt business, who I mentioned in my last video. I would focus on that, and I would also have the time to find out what else I could do that uses my creativity that will earn an income. I feel like society has brainwashed us so much to the point where we just completely cut off our inner selves, and we stop listening to that little voice inside of your head that tells you, to pursue a certain thing that you're actually interested in. And it's almost like we're in some type of simulation and everyone's just going with the flow. Whatever you're supposed to be doing in that time, you're doing it. Even if you're unhappy, you're just, going with the flow of pretty much going with the beat of someone else's drum, if that makes sense. But I say it's time to get up off that assembly line of life and go the other direction. Do something that you're completely interested in. Cater to your own needs in life and what it is you want to get out of life. So I feel like we should truly sit with ourselves and ask ourselves these questions because they are important. What is it that I'm passionate about? What would I do if money wasn't a factor? Like, really sit with yourself and ask yourself those questions, because baby, those are important questions. You don't want to go through this life feeling like there's something you could have done or something that you wanted to do but you didn't get the chance to, because let me tell you, you have the chance. If you have the passion for it, you're going to make the time to complete and pursue it. Like I said, as you can tell, like, I'm going to look back on this footage and it's going to be cringy. My camera confidence is not there. I am not comfortable to speaking with a device, looking into a lens. That's just not my strong suit at this particular point in time. But this is something that I really want to do, so I am, trying to break out of my comfort zone and do this. It is very nerve-wracking, but I'm here. I'm not letting myself stop me anymore. I started this YouTube a while ago. I have videos up here from over a year ago, and then I just went missing. I felt like I couldn't keep up with recording and editing, and I had other stuff to do. I had to work and all that stuff, but here I am again. Round 2, take 2. Definitely in it for the long haul this time. This is something I really want to do. And that's another thing. If you do something, like, say if you were younger and you did something that really interests you, like, I don't know, play basketball, but you let college come and get in the way of that if you didn't, go pro or anything. You let it get in the way of, you know, your life, and you kind of put playing basketball on the back burner, but years later you come back to it and you still have that same passion, that same joy, and it's something that you still consider fun to do and you want to do it. Play basketball. If you're happy and you're passionate about whatever it is you're doing, even after taking a break and coming back, that's what you should be doing. So just really find something in this life, and it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be wanting a YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be wanting to have a t-shirt business. It could be as simple as making digital calendars and planners, or creating an ebook if you have something you want to say and you want to share it. If you're creative enough to do so, which those are not hard at all to make, do that. If that's something you're really passionate about and you're, you know, creative thinking really flows when you're making a digital planner or making a calendar or whatever it may be, pursue that. And I'm not saying that just because it's simple or just because it's not out there, that it's not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy, but it's important that you show up for yourself and do the work. But in the end, if you truly listen to yourself in that inner voice, which is yours, took your own advice, you definitely will be proud of where you end up, regardless how big or how small your wants, needs, desires, passions are. Shoot, me being here right now is showing up for myself. This is something that I want to do, and I'm here. Just because I'm not where I want to be with my YouTube or my t-shirt business, they are both very new. If I keep up with it, stay consistent, really enjoy it, instead of trying to force myself into, oh, I need to do this because, you know, I want to have XYZ stream of income, and I want to do this, and I need to do it now before this certain time, and like, don't do that. If you're forcing it, it's not going to work out in your favor. You have to really enjoy it, have a passion for it, and willing to let it build. You have to let it marinate. You got to let it marinate. Nothing's going to happen overnight. I mean, if it does, it does. Good for you. I want to be like you, my boy, but it's not always that easy. And with that all being said, go out and pursue whatever it is you want to pursue. I just feel like if we can simply unlearn some of the stuff that's been instilled in us since we were young, as far as tradition goes, you know, getting a job, going to college, you know, living a nice little wholesome life until you have to eventually retire, and then, you know, you get to that point where it's like, hey, I didn't do what I want to do in life. Don't get there. Don't get there. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You owe it to yourself to do what you love in life. This world is already crazy enough. Go ahead and do what you love. If you truly believe that you are the only one in your own way from doing whatever it is you want to do, the world is yours. And that being said, we all deserve to be happy at the end of the day. You shouldn't feel weird for doing something that you love to do. You shouldn't feel like you should be outcasted for doing something you want to do. Just go for it. I support you wholeheartedly. All right, well, that's it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed it and actually took something from this video. I hope you gained the courage to start that business, start that YouTube channel, pursue your own passions, not listen to anybody else. Pull yourself up off that assembly line of life and go the other direction. Move to the beat of your own drum. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel now for more content, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.